What's going on, guys? Welcome to a video that I never thought I would ever have to make. But if you are here because you see the title, or if you're here because you see on Twitter that I've been talking about my laptop that has gone missing, well, this is true. This is not clickbait. I guess I'll just start from the beginning of what happened. So we were in Washington, D.C., Justine and I, for the White House event that we went to. And we had an early flight, so we were heading back to L.A. So we were awake at super early, getting ready, packing the hotel, packing our things, kind of in a rush, but like not really. I see my MacBook charger and I'm like, oh no, I almost forgot my MacBook charger. Throw that in my suitcase, do a quick peek, don't see anything, head to the airport. Now at this point, I'm assuming I packed my computer because it's like the first thing that I pack. It's like my baby. Like I would not leave my baby in a hotel room. Like I want to make sure that I have it. So we take a cab to the airport, get to the airport, we go through security. It's TSA pre, so I don't have to take off my shoes. I don't have to take out my laptop. So at this point, I still actually don't know whether or not my laptop was in this bag. It could still be in the hotel, or it could have been in the bag. I have no idea. We have about 45 minutes until we board, and there's like a little massage place in the middle, in between like the terminals. So Justine's like, I'm gonna get a massage. And I'm like, okay, well, I could either just sit and wait at the gate, or the guy was like, oh, you can come in and sit on the massage chair. So I'm like, okay, well, that's way better than sitting in some gross airport chair. So Justine is getting her massage. I am in this big, luxurious chair. He like puts me back, like my feet are up, my feet are getting massaged. He puts this blanket over top of me, so it's like a blanket, and then it has like a face hole. So I'm sitting here in this chair like thinking like, man, I'm having a wonderful time at the airport right now. I've got a face hole blanket on me. I'm getting a massage on my entire body. Like, this is great. We were there for about a half an hour, maybe even longer. And this is the point where I'm thinking, you know what? I was in this chair, I had a blanket essentially covering my face. Like I may have even fallen asleep for a little bit. But next to the big chair, I had my carry-on suitcase, I had my backpack, and I had my purse. So this is the backpack. It was just a drawstring. I think I had a big pillow shoved in here. And so then this is where my computer could have been. So if you see someone in a massage chair, no one is looking at you. This bag is next to me right here. I'm back here, not really paying attention, so that could be my fault. It would not have been hard at all to just be like, to go like this. Bye. So that is a possibility of what has happened. Or there were other times when we landed in LA, we went to the grilled cheese truck. I don't really know. There's times where we have all of our stuff, like I go to the restroom, Justine goes to the restroom. Anything could have happened. I don't think it would have just fallen out because I had it closed. I had it like, I had the drawstring tied. So I honestly, I have no idea what happened. I called the airlines for Lost and Found. They called me back today. They're like, we didn't find a MacBook. I called the other Lost and Found for the terminal, nothing. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. So then we take a cab from LAX to here. I get here, Justine has a file that she wants me to upload on Matt's Wi-Fi because he has super fast Wi-Fi. So she's in the shower, I open my backpack, and I'm like, at this point, I realize after a 10-hour travel day, 6-hour flight, 2 airports, 2 cabs, I'm like, oh my God, where is my MacBook? I call the hotel and I'm like, hi, we checked out earlier today. Like, this is, my name, this is our reservation, this is our room. And they're like, okay, let me go check. Like, we haven't had anything turned in. I'll call you back. And I'm like, okay, thank you. That was the longest 10 minutes of my life waiting for this guy to call me back. He calls me back, he's like, yeah, unfortunately, there's nothing in the hotel. There's nothing, we didn't find anything. No one has turned anything in, so I'm sorry. And I'm like thinking, okay, I remember having my computer at one point in this trip next to the bed, and there was a chair. I'm like, I closed my MacBook before bed, set it next to the bed, kind of in between the chair. I was like, sir, I absolutely hate to ask you to do this, but can you please, please, please just go back up, double check this one spot, double check the safe. Like, I'm so sorry, this is like the last thing you want to do. I know you have a million things going on, but like, please, I will do anything. He's like, all right, let me go back up, I'll double check. So I'm like, okay, thank you. And he's like, I'll call you back. So at this point, I'm thinking like, oh God, these people are not gonna wanna deal with this. They're not gonna wanna mail me my MacBook. I was like, Justine, text Joey. I know Joey's still in Washington, D.C. If he would be willing to stop at the hotel, grab my MacBook, and I will get it back from him when he's in LA. So Joey's like, yeah, that's fine. So at this point, I'm thinking like, okay, everything is going great. Like, they're gonna find my MacBook, Joey will pick it up, and I will grab it from him when he's back in LA. 10 minutes go by, calls me back. Hi, Miss Ezarik, me and an associate went up and we double checked everything again, double checked the room, and your MacBook is not there. So at this point, my stomach just like sunk, and I'm like, oh my gosh. what has happened? This is awful. This is not what I want to hear. So I'm like, all right, thank you for double checking. Like, I appreciate it. Could you just, obviously, if anything ever turns up, could you just let me know? And he's like, yeah, we have your name and number on file. If a computer shows up, you'll be like the first we call. And I'm like, okay, great. I hang up the phone and I'm just like, what now? So I call the airlines, call them, leave messages, call everyone that I can think of, and I'm like, there's nothing that I can do. And everyone's like tweeting me like, oh, go on to Find My Mac, go to iCloud, check that. I open that up. I've only had this computer a month and a half, so I guess for whatever reason, I don't know why, but Find My Mac was not set up on that computer. And even if it was, what am I gonna do? I'll be like, oh cool, my computer is somewhere floating around Washington, D.C. What am I gonna do about that? What am I gonna fly back there and just like keep tracking it? Basically what happened was, I don't know what happened. Either it was in the hotel, left behind, someone saw it and stole it, or it was at the airport, someone stole it. Either way, someone stole my brand new MacBook. I was just like, I woke up, I was so sad. Like, I understand that there's way worse things that could have happened to me yesterday. I am 100% aware of that. But you know, like, that's like my property. It has all of my things. It has projects that I was working on. It has pictures. It has like personal things. And I mean, it's a $4,000 computer. So like, obviously I'm very upset about losing a $4,000 computer and having to buy a $4,000 computer again. So anyway, that is the story of what happened. I have no idea what could have went wrong. Oh, I was so excited because I wanted to show you guys while we were at the massage place. I was so excited because I found the most perfect travel blanket. So this will be on a happy note, sort of. Or this could have cost me my whole computer. 1 second. So this was the blanket that as I was lounging in, this guy put on top of me. This blanket could have been the reason why my computer was stolen. So it's basically like, it's like just a blanket. So this was me in my chair, okay? This is what we were working with. This is what I was doing while I was waiting in a massage chair and probably getting robbed. I was like, this is good, I'm into this. It has a face hole. Can you believe it? And I was just like, this is the best thing I've ever seen in my life. And it has, I guess you could probably put it over top of you like that. And it has a pocket of where you could probably put a 15-inch MacBook. Oh wait, I don't have one. So I put snacks in there on the plane. I was like, this is incredible, this is great. It also has, I think this is for folding it up. Pretty sure that I could put my feet in here. And now I'm just a big, giant, comfortable idiot. This blanket doesn't really make me as happy as it did yesterday because I know what it cost me. My computer! I don't know what it is, but if I can find it online for you guys, I'll put it in the description because it's incredible and it's very soft. I feel like a mermaid! And a giant idiot. Alright guys, well that is the story of the stolen MacBook. Am I going to buy a new one? Kinda have to because my other computer battery doesn't even work. It has to be plugged in at like all times, so I essentially need that computer to do my job. So I guess I'll have to take a giant L on this one. That is the story of the missing and stolen MacBook and the best blanket on earth. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna go put snacks in my pocket. I feel like a kangaroo. Bye guys.